I decided to do a little impromptu early today. I'll still be going live at 7 p.m. But like, I just wanted to make a little impromptu, talk about something real quick, just quickly. Put down this heat because like it's warm out. Well, the sun is beaming on me, so it's warm. But anyways, you guys, today is what, Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, hump day. Happy hump day, you guys. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I hope that everybody is doing marvelous at work and at school, whatever you're doing. Your errands, your house cleaning, whatever you're doing. But anyways, I decided to do an impromptu to talk about something real quick. So lately, I've been feeling very extremely fatigued and tired and drained and just like my body's not feeling well. And the reasons for that is because I haven't been taking care of myself like I should. For the rest of my life, since I had a bariatric surgery, I'm supposed to take vitamins, you guys, and I'm supposed to take vitamins for the rest of my life. Plus, I smoke cigarettes, which doesn't make it any better. You're not supposed to smoke cigarettes when you have bariatric surgery. And obviously, I haven't listened. And then what happens when you smoke cigarettes is you cause yourself to have ulcers and you end up having gastritis. So I have a severe case of gastritis. And what happens when you have gastritis is you end up kind of like bleeding from your intestines, basically oozing, especially when you have ulcers, if you end up with ulcers, because cigarette smoking gives you ulcers. And what ends up happening is when you're oozing blood in your intestines, you end up becoming very anemic and very fatigued and tired. Then it affects all the other parts of your body. It affects your hair, affects your skin, affects everything. So at my fault of my own, I have been taking care of myself. I've been too busy with my children. I've been too busy with my husband. I've been too busy with 20,000 other things. I also have a job and I had to kind of take a break from my work because I haven't been feeling well at fault of my own because, like I said, I'm supposed to take vitamins for the rest of my life and take medications and shit like this and quit smoking cigarettes, what they've told me 20,000 times to do. So if you're just tuning in, you guys, I just wanted to do a little impromptu real quick. And if you're just tuning in, you can catch the replay from the beginning. Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody, whoever's coming in. So at fault of myself, I'm supposed to be taking care of myself. The only reason I'm going live with this is for this reason. So I went to the doctor's today. I had to go to an appointment. And he told me straight up, he's like, listen, when you have bariatric surgery, you're supposed to not smoke. That's the first thing. And they said, because you can cause yourself ulcers, it's causing you gastritis, which is causing you to lose blood to become anemic. So I've been feeling shitty lately. And it's because of my own fault. He said, we can go around in circles over and over again of watching the problems, but we can't fix them unless you decide to do what we're telling you to do. And because I'm so busy with my daily life, with my children, my husband, my job, which I've been out of for a whole month for now. And because I had to like push back because I haven't been feeling good. Even though I do my live shows, I haven't been taking care of myself because I'm putting everything first. The reason I decided to come live was because I need to remind everybody out there, right? Listen, your children are always going to be there. Your husband's always going to be there. Everything's going to be there. Problems will always be there. Everything's going to be there. But if you don't take care of yourself, nobody's going to do it for you. And today it had me thinking in my appointment, like, damn, like I'm getting older. I need to start taking care of myself. And because nobody's going to do it for you. And people don't check up on you, right? Ask yourself that. Who's checked on you today? Nobody, right? Exactly. There's your answer. So you need to take care of yourself. And as soon as I came from that appointment, I was like in my thoughts here. Sorry, you guys, I'm not crying or anything. I'm just fixing my eye. As soon as I come from this appointment, I started to like think, oh my God, like I'm causing this to myself. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm always putting everybody first. I'm always putting, as a mother should. She always puts her children first. But like my children are like teenagers and like adults. I'm putting my husband first. I'm putting everybody first because that's just the person I am. But after today's appointment and how I've been feeling and how shitty I felt and everything that's been going on, like I started to kind of like reflect on this and like and think about it and kind of like be like, damn, if I end up really sick, nobody's gonna take care of me. If I end up really sick and bedridden, how you doing, Alpha? If I end up bedridden, think of it like this, you guys. If you end up bedridden, everybody's gonna continue to live their life and do whatever they're doing. And they will survive without you and learn how to do things without you. And you'll be bedridden. That's just the way it's going to work. From now on, I know that everybody has a busy life and everybody has kids and a husband and work and they have everything going on in their life and they're always putting everything first but themselves and their health. From now on, you need to start thinking, okay, you all you got for real. I had to learn that the hard way. Absolutely, J-Ro. Like for real, like if you don't take care of yourself, everybody's going to continue to move on with their life. Like your children will learn to survive without you. They're going to learn how to cook for themselves. They're going to learn how to do their own shit. And you'll be bedridden. You'll be sick. And they're doing their own thing. They'll continue to do their own thing. Now what ends up happening? You just drained yourself. You just destroyed your health just to put everybody else first. And now you're bedridden. And these people have moved on with their life. Doesn't that make you think, you guys? So I started to reflect on this today. It's true. You all you got. Hello, how are you, Dawn? You all you got. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody's going to do it for you. So when I saw the doctors today, I was like, you know what? He's right. I'm going to start taking care of myself. I need to take care of my health. My doctor said you got to quit smoking. That's exactly what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to quit smoking because if you guys didn't catch the beginning of my life, right? I had a surgery to my stomach. I was a heavyset girl before. I was almost 300 pounds and I lost weight. I had bariatric surgery and you're not supposed to smoke. And you're supposed to avoid certain foods. You're supposed to take a certain amount of, protein a day and fluids and all this shit, right? I haven't been taking my vitamins. You're supposed to take your vitamins for life. I haven't been taking my vitamins. I'm too busy trying to help everybody else, do everything for everybody else, getting everybody in order, putting everybody first. And I haven't been taking my vitamins. I haven't been taking my protein shakes. I haven't been doing anything. I've been smoking because the way I'm moving around, it's like I lean on the cigarette to like deal with life for real. Okay. And that's a bad way to cope with life stressors and everything because it becomes a lot, you guys. It becomes a lot when you have all this on top of you. So I got to quit smoking because it's making my intestines irritated. You end up with ulcers in your stomach. They're like cuts in your stomach. Then you're oozing blood. Then you become anemic. My hair was starting to fall off. My skin is not starting to look great. So now I got to start thinking about myself. Everybody here needs to start thinking about themselves. You can still love your loved ones, your husband, your girlfriend, your children and everything. But if you're not functional, you're not going to be functional for nobody else. If you're not healthy, what are you going to do for everybody else? Yes, with coping addictions as well. They're talking about addictions. I was an addict to Percocet before. I had surgeries. They gave me medications for all the problems I had after surgeries, and I was coping with addiction. And it sucked. But I learned, I took myself off of that, and I got back on my feet. You get what I'm saying, people? If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to do anything in your life. Ask yourself, who hit you up and checked up on you? Who did? Because even your own children, when you wake up in the morning, they don't even check in with you. Hey, how are you, Mom? How you doing this morning? They're just doing their own thing. They live in their own life, in their own mind. They're into their electronics, into their games, to their friends. If you don't take care of yourself, you're going to end up beat up, bedridden, really sick, with a lot of health problems, and everybody's going to continue to live their life and move on. Even with jobs, if you don't take care of yourself, what's a job going to do when they don't have you anymore? They don't give a fuck about you. They'll replace you. Job don't give a fuck about you. They're just going to replace you. They're just going to move on. It is very hard, J-Ro. It's very hard. But you know what? Anything is possible. I always said on my lives, you guys, if you don't catch my lives at 7 p.m. Eastern time, catch my lives. Tonight we have a great topic. It's called, tonight's topic will be neglect is still neglect. Emotional neglect is still neglect. So we're going to talk about that tonight. But let me tell you something. If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to do nothing with your life. You're going to end up bedridden. You're going to be screwed. Everything is possible. And I've always said in my lives, there's a solution to everything in life but death. You can't come back from death and from 6 feet on the ground. You can't come back from that. There's solutions to everything. We can all quit smoking. We can all quit doing drugs. We can all get on our feet. We can all take care of ourselves. We can all, I know this may sound selfish, but at some point, you need to start thinking about yourself sometimes. You need to start putting yourself first, because if you're not functional, you're not functional for your family. If you're not functional for your job. You'll be going into circles, okay? And be stuck. You're going to be stagnant in life. Stagnant means stuck. So when I went to the doctors today, I was like, yeah, you know what? This doctor's right. Because he's real with me. He keeps it 100% with me. He told me straight up, listen, we could sit here as many times as we want and have this conversation. Because I go to my yearly checkup. And he says, we could sit here as many times as we want and go over all the things that are wrong. But we're not going to do anything. For real, J-Ro, I'm serious, bro. Like, we could sit here all we want. He told me straight up facts in my face. We could sit here and go over and over all the things that are wrong with you. But if you don't listen to me and you don't do what I'm telling you to do and take the medications you're supposed to take and follow the regime that we're telling you to follow, we could sit here and look at the problem and there will never be a solution, he told me. That's basically what he told me. And he's right. And I went today with my son. My son had a bariatric surgery, but he had the sleeve. I had the gastric bypass. Yes, I had a gastric bypass done. My son had the gastric sleeve. So his appointment was today too. It's a 1-year checkup. And my son is doing wonderful, you know. But me, on the other hand, I'm stubborn. I'm always putting everybody else first. I'm always doing everything for everybody else. I'm putting everybody else before me. I'm running around doing 20,000 things. I don't take care of myself. But that doctor was straight up with me. He didn't give a fuck. He told me straight in my face. He sat down there, looked at me dead ass in the face like, listen, we could sit here and talk about everything that's wrong. But if you don't decide to make it right, you're going to sit here in the same problem forever. So we're just going to continue to go blue in the face talking about the same thing. There's certain things you need to follow. You already know what's the solution to get better and get on your feet. He said, I guarantee you, if you quit smoking cigarettes, you're going to stop having gastritis. If you stop having gastritis, you're going to stop bleeding to your stomach. If you stop bleeding to your stomach, you're not going to be anemic, because I'm anemic because of this stuff. Okay? And then you don't have to go get infusions. Infusions are when they give you IV iron because it's too low. Because when your iron is low and you don't take your vitamins and you're deficient in all these vitamins, you're laying down in bed, you're having a hard time getting up, you're pushing your body every single day to get up and do what you need to do, and you're hurting. My joints hurt, my body aches. It feels like, my body feels like, I'm going to give you guys an example. I know everybody here has seen this, has the flu, okay? Has had the flu at some point in their life. My body feels like I've had the flu every single day. It's been feeling like that. I feel like I get up and I have the flu. That's what it feels like. My body aches, my joints hurt, my neck hurts, my head hurts, my stomach's upset. Like, I just feel overall, just in general, malaise. And it sucks to get up every fucking day like that and needing to function for a whole family and for a job and everything else. It makes you at some point miserable. And then you start to think, when is enough enough? And my doctor told me straight up, like, this is this and this is that and this is what you got to follow. And I said, okay, cool. So I'm deciding to follow what he's saying. Take my vitamins and everything else, and to take everything they told me to take, and, you know, to get at least 8 hours of rest in and get protein in me and fluid so I'm not dehydrated. Because all this together combined will take your body and make it feel like it got hit by a truck, you guys. So he's right. The reason I decided to do this impromptu, I'm giving you guys this information, right? Is I'm giving you guys advice. And I'm taking it myself. So as I'm sharing it with you, it's because it's something I took in today that I'm going to start following by. Again, I'm going to ask you, who checked up on you today? Nobody, right? Exactly. It's time to push yourself first. It may look selfish and seem selfish, but sometimes we need to be selfish so we can get on top of our game, of our health, our spiritual life, or just in general, our life, and get it in order. Because at the end of the day, even though it seems selfish that you're trying to take care of yourself, but it's also selfish that everybody continues to let you deteriorate and they let you not take care of yourself because they're so busy wanting you to take care of them. You guys get what I'm saying? It's truth. It's also selfish from the other end of all the people you're helping and you're putting first. Because they see what you do for them on a daily. And they see that you're deteriorating. They're not blind. They see what's going on with you. That sucks, especially when you are older. We got about 75 years max to live this life. It's up to you to change it. Yet just saying life hits hard, but push through. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm 42 years old. I have 4 kids, okay? I'll be 43 this year. I'm almost halfway done with my life. Or who knows? God only knows. God only knows when your last time on earth is, right? We could close our eyes and not wake up tomorrow. But like, am I really determined to like live like the way I'm living, like tired and sick and not taking care of myself for everybody else? Or am I going to try to take care of myself and start putting myself first because it's needed? You know what I'm saying, you guys? That's why I'm doing this impromptu. Start putting yourself first. Start taking care of your health first. Start doing for you. I know that's hard because as a mother of 4 and a wife, it's hard. And as a person that's a giver, that comes from me, I'm a giver. And a person that's a people person and a people pleaser, I don't know how to say no. And I start to put everybody else first. And I'm always doing for everybody else but myself. And I always put myself last. And now you guys look at the predicament I'm in. My health, it has been deteriorated so long. I'm trying to be functional. And it's becoming hard. Like there's times, because I have my show. If you haven't yet, you guys, subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notifications and invite people. I have good topics at 7 p.m. Eastern time every night. You guys can come listen. And don't forget to like my videos. You know, there's times that I have to do my show at 7 p.m. and it's just like I'm not functional. And I'm like, no, I have to mentally, I'm pushing myself, but my body physically cannot catch up. And it sucks, you guys. And I'm like, there's nights that I'm like, oh my God, should I go live? And I'm like, you know what? I have to, because I have to do it for my audience and blah, blah, blah. But like my doctor said today to me, we can go around in circles and in circles about what the problem is. And you already know the solutions. There's nothing else we can do for you. You already know what will help you. And he was right. And I think everybody here knows what are the solutions. If your doctor's telling you something, listen to it. If you feel, if you're supposed to do something and you're not doing it, do it. Start doing it. Start eating healthier. Start taking vitamins need be. You know, start taking care of yourself emotionally, spiritually, and every other way. Because once you drain yourself and you feel beat up and you feel the way you do, and then sometimes some bedridden. My mother ended up bedridden. Like she ended up having strokes and stuff. And then what happened after that? Her life went downhill. And it was just a blur from there. You guys understand where I'm coming from? So that's what you got to start thinking about. Yourself from now on. It's been pretty upsetting for me as well because there's times where I'm mentally unstable or mentally checked out. Absolutely. Listen, the mind and the body goes together, okay? You're unstable up here and it takes your body and it dysregulates it. You guys have no idea how much your mind can dysregulate your body. It takes your body and it affects every single part of your body, whether it's muscular, musculoskeletal. Every part of your body is affected by your brain up here. If you're stressed out, you're depressed, you're mentally unstable, you're mentally checked out, you're going to be affected by the body. Your body's going to be affected. You know what? Notice that when you're mentally checked out and you're mentally unstable, your mood changes. You kind of isolate yourself from people. You start to eat differently. Some people overeat and binge eat, and some people don't eat at all. When I tell you it affects your whole body, it sucks. And it sucks to be mentally unstable and mentally checked out when you're dealing with a whole bunch of shit that's being thrown to you on your life and on top of your plate. Because trust me, I've been there. I've felt mentally unstable and mentally checked out. And yet my family in my home still depends on me. Although mentally, I'm unstable and checked out. They're still looking for me to cook and do things for them. That's why I tell you, just how people think selfishly in this life, you need to start thinking selfishly about you. Start taking care of yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. My mother learned that the hard way. And I ended up taking care of my mother to her last breath. Okay? But still, there was no necessity for her to end up in the physical situation she was in. Because she decided to put everyone else first but herself. She wouldn't even see doctors. Everybody was first. Everything around her was first. Her job was first. Everything was first but herself. So with this impromptu, I'm telling you guys, take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Because nobody's going to do it for you. Your children's still going to be there. Your husband and your wife or whatever is still going to be there. Everybody's going to be around you. But if you're not functional and you're sick and you're all fucked up physically, J-Ro, she passed away. She passed away in 2023. But thank you. I appreciate you. You know, if you're not functional for yourself, you're not going to be functional for others. You're just not. If you're bedridden, what good is it to be bedridden? You see, it was not even worth it. Now you're bedridden and your children and your husband or your wife, everybody continues to live their life and they learn how to cook for themselves and they learn how to do everything for themselves. Why? Because you can't do it anymore. But you see, they get to live a normal life. They get to walk around and go out and do things that you can't do because now you're bedridden or now you're sick or now you're unhealthy or now you're mentally unstable or now you're just not all there or now you just have so many health conditions that you can't even function. Seeing my doctor today and hearing him say what he had to tell me, and not only that, that was just the topping to the cake. Because for the past 2 weeks, because for months, I've been feeling like this. And for the past 2 weeks, you see what anemia does to me? You see I'm out of breath? It does that to you. I'm catching my breath. You know what I'm saying? Because anemia is a blood disorder. It's the production of red blood cells. Red blood cells carry oxygen. If you're lacking those, what happens? You don't have enough oxygen. So, I've been thinking about it and I'm like, damn, I got to start taking care of myself because nobody's going to do it for me. And then my doctor put the cherry on top of that cake today. And he was real and he was truthful. My gastric doctor, the doctor for my surgery. I just had blood drawn today, you guys. And I will be looking at my results today. My vitamin D is extremely low. I know that for a fact. And they gave me 50,000 IU tablets that I'm supposed to take once a week. And I still haven't started that. You know what happens when your vitamin D is low, you guys? Your bones get weak. Your muscles get weak. And you feel like trash. And you do. And it's truth. I'm going to tell you how bad it is. My vitamin D is so low that I had a mental health episode maybe more than a month ago, and I was hyperventilating and I fractured my own rib. That's how weak my bones are. Now I have to go get bone density testing done to see how strong my bones are, because for me to fracture my own rib, that means my bones are weak. So like I said, The doctors give you medications or they tell you to take vitamins, they tell you to quit smoking, quit that, just listen. And now, today, we're seeing my doctor. That was the topping to the cake. He told me what I had to do, what I got to be on top of, my game with. And that's what I'm going to do, you guys. I decided to go in this impromptu because I feel like what helps me is what's going to help my audience. I want my audience to be healthy. I want them to be good. If I learn something good, I want them to learn also. The way our bodies are designed is so mind-boggling. One thing can go wrong and that's it. Absolutely, J-Ro. Absolutely. And your mind is powerful. If up here it's not working, down here won't work either. If down here is not working, up here won't be working. It's fucking crazy. It's mind-boggling. And then one thing affects the other. I just told you guys, I had a gastric bypass. I don't take vitamins. I smoke cigarettes. You're not supposed to. It causes ulcers. It gives me severe gastritis. It makes my fucking my intestines ooze blood. It makes me anemic. And then we're just going in circles. And then anemia causes your hair to fall off. And then you have all these vitamins deficiency. It's just fucking awful. All the way around. And you know what happens when you have vitamins deficiencies, you guys? What happens? You could start affecting your heart and other more important organs. B12 is good for memory and the mind. You start to have short-term memory loss and shit like that. So we need to start taking care of ourselves. The doctors tell us to do something, let's do it. Let's be on top of our game. And I decided to go live because I want to share it with you guys. I want to share with you guys important information that's good for me. Exactly, J-Ro. It's a domino effect. It's a domino effect. One thing gets affected, the next thing gets affected, the next thing gets affected. That's just the way your body works. Everything's connected some way, shape, somehow. And if I'm anemic, I'm out of breath. So it affects my lungs. You see that? And then it affects my fingers and my toes because it's oxygen. Anemia is it's in the blood. It's a blood condition. You carry red blood cells that carry oxygen throughout your body. If it's lacking, you're low on oxygen. Then your outer extremities, which are your fingers and your toes, they're always cold because the red blood cells are not reaching out to those areas properly. So your hands are freezing and your toes are freezing, no matter what you're wearing, no matter how warm you try to keep them. I'm telling you, it's a domino effect. It affects everything. Just start taking care of yourself. Put yourself first. That's what I'm telling everybody. Because if you die today, everybody will cry in the moment. It will hurt in the moment. And then what happens? Everybody continues their life without you and you're 6 feet on the ground. Do you think that could lead to Parkinson's disease? I'm not too sure. I haven't looked into that. I did the medical field. I did CNA and I did medical assistant. And I know a lot about medical stuff. You see, I'm out of breath. But I'm not too sure about the Parkinson's disease. You know, my grandmother died from Parkinson's disease. But I'm not too sure. All I know is it's a domino effect. You pass away today for not taking care of yourself, the world will move on without you. Your kids will continue to do their life. Your husband or your significant other will continue their life. Your job will just replace you. Everybody that used to come around you and you were there for, they will continue their life. You will become a memory to all these people that you put first. And all these things that you put first, you will become a memory to them. And sometimes not even a memory because they won't give a fuck. They'll move on and not even remember you. I'm telling you, take care of yourself. Put yourself first. And I don't care how selfish this sounds because I've been unselfish for so long and put everybody else before me first. And everybody first. Starting today is March 18th, Wednesday, March 18th, 2026. I will start to put myself first. God first. God first. But meaning in the physical aspect here and on earth, I will start to put myself first. My dad passed away from a oh, that's sad. Pancreatic cancer is very tough. So I need to go to the doctor and get that checked. I turned 44 this year. Yes, definitely get that checked out, because pancreatic cancer, there's no cure for it. And it's not like a liver that you can replace a liver. It's not like a kidney. You could get a kidney implant, transplant. You can get a kidney transplant, a liver transplant. Some people get lung transplant. You know, it's not the same. When you have pancreatic cancer, and you know what's the worst part about pancreatic cancer? It spreads so fast to other parts of the body. And it's a fast killer. And sometimes people don't know they have it, because sometimes they don't have symptoms, but it's there. And then sometimes people do get on and off symptoms, because they'll have stomach pains and they just think it's like stomach cramps and it's regular stomach pain. And in real reality, it's probably pancreatic cancer. But yeah, definitely go get yourself checked. Because when it runs in the family, that's something to keep an eye out for. Anything that runs in your family, that it be breast cancer, Parkinson's disease, whatever disease that runs in your family, make sure you get checked. I've been getting checked since my 30s in my breast. I've been having mammograms because my family suffers breast cancer and uterine cancer. So I've been getting checked all the time just to be on top of our game, because the best thing in the world is, although cancer is a very, very crazy, sad destroyer of people's lives, if you catch it on time, sometimes there's a big possibility you can beat it. So make sure you take care of yourself, do what you have to do. Go start seeing your doctors on a regular basis. If something runs in your family, start taking a look at that. Start looking into it every year. Get checked, because you just never know. So definitely pancreatic cancer is it's a very, very sad cancer. Like, there's no solution to that. It's very hard to beat. So if I were you, I would go get checked, definitely. And just have your doctor check you yearly, because you just never know. And it's a very silent killer, because some people don't even get symptoms. And like I said, some people just get stomach pain and it's just like, oh, it's nothing. You know, maybe it's a cramp, because it comes and goes. I remember one time, you guys, now that you're talking about pancreatic cancer, I don't have pancreatic cancer, but I had a pancreatic attack. Like, it got swollen and I got the worst stomach pain, and I thought I had fucking food poisoning, and it was not. My numbers were elevated. You know what's funny? One of the hospitals that I went to get checked, they did my blood work and they didn't even notice that my levels were elevated. So they thought it was food poisoning or virus at this time. Later on, I found out from another doctor, because she checked it, because I started having the stomach pain again. She told me that my levels were elevated before. So that means it inflames. It kind of is almost like when it happens with your gallbladder, it inflames. You get stomach pain and it inflames, so it elevates your numbers. That's the same thing that happened to me. Oh my God, I was so sick when my pancreas swelled up like that. Pancreatitis, I think it is. Oh my God, like, I thought it was food poisoning. The pain was so unbearable. I couldn't even get up. My husband had to carry me out of bed, and the puking nonstop. And the diarrhea from it was fucking insane. That shit was just not normal. Like, the puking, and my blood pressure was elevated so bad because it was from the puking and the severe pain. It was fucking awful, you guys. Yeah, well, my dad had those symptoms. We had to get second and third opinions from different urologists in urology. And my mom, she doesn't really trust a lot of doctors. Absolutely. Always. If you don't trust what the first doctor tells you, trust your gut instinct. Go get second, third, fourth, fifth opinions from doctors, because it's very hard to trust doctors. Some doctors will be like, oh, I know what I'm talking about. It's just fine. No, absolutely not. If you don't feel safe and secure of an answer you got from a doctor, and you know something's wrong, don't give up on that intuition. Go get second and third and fourth opinions. from other doctors, even if it's outside from where you live. I don't know, J-Ro. I don't know, where are you located? Where do you live, J-Ro? What state do you live in, or what country do you live in? Because I know people come here from different countries on my chat. Where do you live? I'm just wondering. You guys, this might be my last pack of cigarettes, you see? There's only 4 left. Because I have to listen to my doctor. I was actually asking for patches, which I got to call other pharmacies today to see if they have it so I can quit. Because it's very hard to quit cold turkey. I don't know what state you live in, J-Roll. Or what country, because I know everybody's in different states and countries. North Vegas. North Vegas. Like Las Vegas? Nevada? Las Vegas, Nevada, right? North Vegas? North Vegas. Yeah. Let me tell you, we have, not for nothing, make that your last 4. Your kids love you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And for myself, because I want to get on top of my game. Like, I'm out of breath. I fucking can't even dance. And I'm a dancer. I love dancing. And I can't even dance or walk or nothing, laugh without being out of breath. J-Ro, I want to tell you, I'm in Massachusetts. And we have by far the best doctors in the world. The best doctor, okay, Nevada. We have the best doctors in the world. People come from other states and countries to come see our doctors in Boston. They bring their sick children, relatives, and everything. They ask for visas from their embassy and their government just to come bring their family members to see the best doctors in the world here in Boston. People come from all over the world to get answers and to get help and treatment and to get diagnoses and to see what's going on. Because like you said, you can't just trust one doctor. A lot of doctors could be wrong. But these are the top doctors out here. When I go into the children's hospital in Boston with my daughter, you see kids from all over the world in there. They come, they fly out, and they come see these doctors and get treatment and all the help they need. Best doctors, man. The best doctors. I don't know how the doctors are over there in Nevada, but out here we got good doctors. But anyways, this was supposed to be man, I had no idea that is the hub for help. Absolutely. Boston, everybody comes from all over the world to Mass General Hospital, to Brigham and Women's. Those are the best hospital, but Mass General. Boston Children's Hospital is the best hospital for children all over the world. People come from all types of parts of the world just to come get help for their sickness or to figure out what's going on with their children because they can't figure it out in their countries. Yeah. We have the best doctors out here in Boston. It's expensive to live out here, but the best healthcare is out here. And not only is the best healthcare out here, the best doctors. People come from all over the world, I'm telling you. Look it up. When I end this live, look it up. Boston Children's Hospital, Mass General Hospital. The best doctors you could come see is in Boston. Top-notch doctors. But anyways, you guys, I was supposed to do an impromptu, and I'm 39 minutes in. 39 minutes in, but it's been great. And I'm glad I could share this information with you guys and tell you guys a little bit about myself. Because that's what my channel is all about, right? I come live and I have little impromptus and talk to you guys about things that happen on a daily or important things that I feel like my audience should know. And I share like personal stuff, which I don't care because this is the unfiltered corner. We're unfiltered all the way around. But I appreciate you guys joining me here. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel. Turn on your notifications. Yes, J-Roll, do your research. Look at the hospitals out here, the best. Subscribe to my channel. Like, share, invite your peoples on here. I go live every night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern time, you guys, okay? 7 p.m. Eastern time, I go live on here. Join me. Don't forget to come join me. Invite your peoples. Like, share, subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when I'm live. And we talk about very important topics. Absolutely. Put myself first. You too. Put yourself first, J-Roll. Put yourself and go get checked out with your pancreas. Don't sleep on that. And if you don't trust your first doctor, go to a second opinion. I hope to see you guys here tonight at 7 p.m. We got a great topic tonight. We're talking about emotional neglect is still neglect in a relationship. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And I hope to see you guys all here. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful day. I don't know what time it is in your time zone, but it is currently 1:15 p.m. over here in Mass. So God bless y'all. See you later. Peace. Deuces.